Surah Al-Anbiyaa, meaning the prophets, holds a special place in the Quran. It is a chapter that not only recounts the lives of various prophets, but also serves as a profound reminder of the consistent and universal message of Allah. As the 21st chapter, it offers profound insights into the lives of various prophets, including Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. Peace be upon them all. Each story is a testament to their unwavering faith and dedication to spreading Allah's message. It reminds us that Allah's message is consistent and universal, transcending time and place. The surah emphasizes the importance of believing in Allah and the Day of Judgment, urging us to reflect on our own faith and actions. The surah emphasizes the importance of believing in Allah and the Day of Judgment. It calls upon us to recognize the signs of Allah in our daily lives and to remain steadfast in our faith, no matter the challenges we face. It serves as a guide for all humankind, offering wisdom and guidance that is relevant to every generation. The stories within this surah are not just historical accounts, but lessons that we can apply in our own lives. This surah was revealed in Mecca, a city that holds immense significance in Islam. During this period, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, faced numerous challenges and opposition. It provided comfort to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, during a time of hardship. The stories of the prophets resonated deeply with him, offering solace and reassurance that he was not alone in his mission. The stories of the prophets resonated with him. They reminded him that he was not alone in his struggles and that many prophets before him had faced similar trials and tribulations. They reminded him that he was not alone in his struggles. This connection to the past provided strength and encouragement, reinforcing the idea that perseverance and faith would ultimately lead to success. Surah Al-Anbiyaa is a source of solace and inspiration. Its verses offer comfort to those who are struggling, reminding them of the power of faith and the importance of patience. Its message transcends time and place. The lessons within this surah are universal, speaking to the hearts of believers across the world, regardless of their background or circumstances. The stories of the prophets teach us valuable lessons about faith, perseverance, and the ultimate triumph of truth over falsehood. They inspire us to remain steadfast in our beliefs and to trust in Allah's plan, knowing that truth and justice will always prevail in the end. Verse 6 of Surah Al-Anbiyaa states, "And never did we send a warner before you to any town, but that its affluent ones said, 'Indeed, we found our fathers upon a religion, and we will surely follow their footsteps.'" This verse highlights the resistance faced by prophets throughout history. The affluent and powerful often rejected their message. They clung to the traditions of their forefathers, even when those traditions contradicted the truth. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, himself faced similar opposition. The people of Mecca were deeply attached to their ancestral beliefs. They were reluctant to abandon the ways of their ancestors. Verse 6 reminds us that guidance comes from Allah alone. We should not blindly follow the traditions of our forefathers. Instead, we should seek knowledge and truth. The verse encourages us to question and understand the reasons behind our beliefs. It is a call to reflect deeply on the teachings of Islam and to seek the wisdom that comes from sincere study and contemplation. By doing so, we can distinguish between cultural practices and the true essence of our faith. This understanding helps us appreciate the diversity within the Muslim community while staying true to the core principles of Islam. Ultimately, the verse serves as a reminder that true guidance and enlightenment come from Allah, and it is through His wisdom that we find the right path. Let us strive to seek knowledge, reflect on our beliefs, and follow the path of truth and righteousness. In doing so, we honor the legacy of the prophets and stay true to the teachings of Islam. Verse 98 of Surah Al-Anbiyaa delivers a stern warning against shirk, the sin of associating partners with Allah. It states, "Indeed, you disbelievers and what you worship other than Allah are the fuel of hell. You will all arrive within it." Shirk is considered the gravest sin in Islam. It is a direct violation of Allah's oneness. Those who engage in shirk deny the very essence of Allah's being. This verse serves as a reminder of the consequences of disbelief. It emphasizes the severity of associating partners with Allah. The fire of hell is prepared for those who persist in their disbelief. Verse 98 is a powerful call to monotheism. It urges us to purify our beliefs and worship Allah alone. Verse 101 of Surah Al-Anbiyaa affirms the righteousness of Isa, Jesus, Uzair, Ezra, and the angels. This verse is a testament to their esteemed status in Islam, highlighting their closeness to Allah and their elevated ranks among the believers. It states, "Those whose front ranks are granted by us, they are the ones brought near to Allah." This signifies that these individuals have been chosen by Allah for their piety and devotion, and they hold a special place in the divine order. They are high in ranks and degrees of nearness, inhabitants of paradise, wherein they will hear no unsuitable speech. This imagery of paradise serves as a powerful reminder of the ultimate reward for those who remain steadfast in their faith and actions. This verse clarifies any misconceptions about the status of these revered figures. It emphasizes their importance and the respect they are due, dispelling any doubts about their roles and contributions to the faith. It confirms that they are among the righteous servants of Allah. Their lives and actions serve as exemplary models for all believers, guiding us in our own spiritual journeys. They will be granted a place in paradise. This assurance of their place in the afterlife provides comfort and inspiration to the faithful, reinforcing the belief in divine justice and mercy. Isa, Jesus, Uzair, Ezra, and the angels are all held in high regard in Islam. Their stories and teachings are integral to the Islamic tradition, offering lessons in faith, perseverance, and devotion. They are considered to be among Allah's chosen messengers. Their missions and messages have shaped the course of Islamic history, and their legacies continue to inspire and guide Muslims around the world. Their stories teach us about faith, obedience, and the importance of upholding Allah's message. By reflecting on their lives, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own responsibilities as believers. Verse 101 serves as a reminder of the importance of respecting all of Allah's prophets and messengers. It calls on us to honor their contributions and to follow their examples in our daily lives. They are all worthy of our reverence. By acknowledging their significance, we strengthen our own faith and commitment to the principles they upheld. Section 5, the oneness of Allah, a central theme in Surah Al-Anbiyaa Surah Al-Anbiyaa, emphasizes the oneness of Allah. It reminds us that He is the Creator, the Sustainer, and the only one worthy of worship. The stories of the prophets demonstrate this central theme. Each prophet faced opposition from people who worshipped other deities. However, they remained steadfast in their belief in Allah. They called their people to abandon false idols and turn to the one true God. The surah highlights the futility of worshipping anything other than Allah. Idols can neither benefit nor harm. They are powerless creations. Section 6, Messengers and Their Struggles, reflecting on the stories of the prophets. Surah Al-Anbiyaa narrates the stories of several prophets, including Ibrahim, Nuh, Musa, and Isa. These stories provide valuable lessons for believers. We learn about the challenges and trials faced by the prophets. They were rejected, persecuted, and even threatened with death. Yet they remained steadfast in their faith and continued to deliver Allah's message. Their stories teach us about patience, perseverance, and the importance of standing up for truth. They remind us that we may face challenges in our lives, but we should never lose sight of our purpose. Section 7, the inevitable reality, the Day of Judgment in Surah Al-Anbiyaa. Surah Al-Anbiyaa also emphasizes the reality of the Day of Judgment. It describes the events that will unfold on that day. It reminds us that all our actions will be accounted for. The surah paints a vivid picture of the Day of Judgment. The heavens and the earth will be transformed. People will be resurrected from their graves. They will stand before Allah to be judged. This reminder serves as a powerful motivator for righteous conduct. It encourages us to live our lives in accordance with Allah's teachings. Section 8. Learning from the past. Historical lessons for the present. The stories of the prophets in Surah Al-Anbiyaa hold valuable lessons for us today. They remind us that the struggle between truth and falsehood is timeless. The challenges faced by the prophets are not unique to their time. We can learn from the mistakes of previous nations. Their rejection of the prophets led to their downfall. By heeding the lessons of the past, we can avoid repeating those same mistakes. The stories in Surah Al-Anbiyaa are not mere historical accounts. They are timeless lessons that are relevant to our lives today. Section 9, Guidance for Our Lives, Ethical and Moral Teachings. Surah Al-Anbiyaa provides guidance on various aspects of life. It emphasizes the importance of ethical conduct, compassion, and justice. It condemns oppression, injustice, and the pursuit of worldly desires. The surah teaches us to be mindful of our actions and to treat others with kindness and respect. It reminds us that true success lies in pleasing Allah. The ethical and moral teachings of Surah Al-Anbiyaa are essential for building a just and compassionate society. Section 10. Finding Hope and Strength, the enduring message of Surah Al-Anbiyaa. Surah Al-Anbiyaa offers a message of hope and strength to believers. It reminds us that Allah is always with those who believe and do good. The stories of the prophets provide solace and inspiration. Despite facing numerous challenges, the prophets remained steadfast in their faith. They knew that Allah was on their side. This knowledge gave them the strength to persevere. Surah Al-Anbiyaa teaches us that no matter how difficult our circumstances may seem, we should never lose hope in Allah's mercy. He is the best of planners. He will never abandon those who put their trust in Him.